Today on Insider Impressions, we're sitting down with Jacqueline Sposito from Major Model Management, and she's going to share with us how models prepare for photo shoots on location or in the city.
I'm signed with Major Model Management in New York, and I've been modeling for about 8 months now, I think, 8 or 9 months. So yeah, I'm still relatively new. But I got into the industry when I was 16 years old is when I was first signed.
Okay.
I graduated high school when I was 16, so a little bit early, and I worked in fashion just as an internship. So behind the scenes, not as a model. And through working in fashion is how I ended up becoming a model. So yeah, kudos to that.
Fun transition.
Definitely, because it was like I went from being behind the scenes to then being the person that is the one trying on the clothing, is the one walking the runway. So it just completely like transformed everything that I had learned beforehand. One thing I love about New York is like the energy of the city.
Okay.
So I love seeing the people, and I love how there's so many people. So for me, like shooting on location, like outside somewhere in New York City, I love that so much. I'm kind of one of those like adrenaline junkies. So like when people are like standing and watching and saying like, "What's she doing?" and kind of like taking pictures, sometimes that's happened. I just like, it makes me want to do better, and like it pushes me, and I really enjoy it. I love like, you know, that kind of like, it's just different than being like in a studio. Like studios are fun and they have good energy too. Like you can listen to music and you get pumped. But something for me, like being outside anywhere in New York City, I don't care where it is, it could be in Brooklyn, but just like shooting outdoors or on location, what we call it.
Let's take tonight and book.
It's fun. It took some adjusting. When I first started out, I didn't realize that all models like we wear black a lot. I didn't realize that. So I was like attending castings and I was wearing like pink and yellow. And I was like, why do I look so out of place here? So I didn't realize that. But now it's took some adjusting, but I love it. It's just fun. And I feel like it's a really nice community because it's like everyone there is kind of similar to you. We're all like striving for like the same thing, and we all want the same thing. And everyone's tall and lanky, and being 18, it's awkward sometimes with other people. So it's super comfortable, and it makes you kind of feel like a normal person, I guess, despite everything.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's busy, it's hectic, but it also depends on the time of the year. So during like fashion week, it's extremely busy. You go to like a ton of castings per day, and some are like really long lines where you have to wait with a bunch of other girls.
Okay.
And that is not always the most fun. But then other times, like slower months, it's like you'll have like 1 or 2 a day, or maybe just 2 a week. So you just don't know. It just varies.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I think my all-time favorite show was Walking for Michael Costello. It was probably one of the biggest shows I've done. There were a lot of like celebrities in the audience, which kind of freaked me out. I was like, don't trip. But that was absolutely amazing. It was one of my absolute favorite experiences. It was at Lincoln Center, and like from the check-in where like you feel so professional. You're like, I'm here, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. And then when you go backstage, and then like the top makeup artists and hairstylists, and it was just incredible. And then the clothing, amazing. And so that was like my all-time favorite. Like everything was just so professional and so fun, and the runway was gorgeous. It was so long, and it really gave you like time to kind of like express yourself, and everyone had like their own moment. So you really felt like an individual, you know, not versus like a really small runway where you're just kind of like running down. But that was for sure one of my favorites. Well, because I'm like a newer model, a lot of my photo shoots like take place in the city or Brooklyn, so around the New York area. However, I did go down to Miami, and I did a photo shoot down there, and that was amazing. It was like incredible, beautiful weather, and we shot at this really gorgeous mansion, like with like there was a pool. I was like, oh my god, I feel like a superstar right now. So that was like by far, I think, the most memorable experience, and it was something I'll remember forever. So that was my favorite so far, I would say.
I hate to say goodbye to you. I'm trying to.
I think in general, it's always important just to like, if you're doing shoots often, just always be on like your A game. And I would say just always being clean. Like I like simplistic stuff. So like I wear things that are more like basic black and whites. And I would say just like always make sure like your skin's moisturized and your hair is washed and you take care of your nails and do little face masks. That's extremely helpful. I always try to do like a nice moisturizing one in the winter. And in the summer, I'll make it like a little less moisturizing, but still like really rich in vitamins and stuff. And yeah, I would say get a haircut religiously. Like for any shoot that you're doing in the city, like I have really long hair, so I always have to make sure every few months I have to go get it trimmed to keep it looking healthy. But I think you ultimately just always want to look your best. Just keep it clean. I would say keep it simple and just be the best version of yourself that you can be.
You know I need.
Thanks, Jacqueline, for coming and giving us a really good inside look on how models prepare for photo shoots.
Yes, thank you guys so much for having me, and I hope I, gave an inside view as to how models get fashion week ready.
You definitely did. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you happy.
Thanks for watching Insider Impressions. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more faces in the fashion industry.
Don't need to hurry, let's take our time. This night is yours and mine. Everything is gold now. Cover me with kisses. Whoa, whoa. Everything is gold now. Cover me with kisses, boy. I won't tell nobody. Everything is gold now. Everything is gold. Cover me with kisses.